Introduction?
Oh yeah.
For right now, yes. I'd ask to keep the interruptions to a minimum, but we'll start with an introduction. Howdy, everybody. I'm Brother Laypip, your resident Flavortown expert. I'm here today to teach y'all the beautiful words and history of Flavortown. Now, to begin, we'll start with a little history. Now, let's start at the very beginning. In the beginning, there was exactly nothing but darkness, blandness, and spiders. For some reason, spiders have always been around. No idea why. Anyhow, so, and one day, a great flavor decided that there will be flavor, and he created everything. In the one big flash, he created all the galaxies and the stars in the sky. And then as he finished creating the first galaxies, he decided that he will create the planets for flavor to reside in. He started creating these planets, and then, after he created places that flavor may reside in, he separated the flavor into 6 key aspects. First, there was sweet. Sweetness was the what most people crave, but if you get too much of it, you get sick. Then, there's sour, which balances sweet and also adds to a lot of different interesting fruits and stuff. Then, you added salty. Now, modern day people have polluted the word salty, but it's actually a good thing if you do it right. Then, there's bitter. Bitter was like alcohol and all sorts of other delicious things that aren't delicious but also delicious. You know how it is. Then, there's spice, the spiciest you've ever tasted. And finally, the Oriental umami, or as some people like to call it, savory. Now, these 6 different variations of flavor became the 6 gods of flavor. There is the goddesses of sweet. There are 2 of them, because there is the candy sweet and the fruit sweet. Get out of here, Candle. We have the bitter god of, he's like an Irish guy. He's fun to be in. He's good at parties. We got the salty god. He's an edgelord, but makes good food. We got the sour god. He's a German. Fun. The spicy god. She is a hot mistress. I'm sure you'll know who it is. Ma'am, could you get off the... Ma'am? Could you get off the altar?
Cookie, I'm going to sit right
Thank you.
Cookie, just sit next to me.
Alright, I went over all... And then there's Umami. And she... Very savory demon temptress she is. I love that one. Anyhow, so, all these gods then set out to make their own lands to covet. The sweet goddesses made the Candy Cove. They have a place all filled with candy and sweets and all sorts of fruit. It's a beautiful place. The bitter god made the Grand Bar. All sorts of alcohol and all sorts of bitter drinks you could try. It'd take years and endless lifetimes to explore them all. The salt god made the salt mine, where all the salt in the universe comes from. The sour god made the sauerkraut standoff. Now, that's German. If you can speak German, you can feel smart. Knowing what that means. The spice god made the spice house, where she has all of her spicy occasions and incursions. The umami goddess made the savory all of her endless lifetimes to explore them all. Other stuffs are made. And finally, the one true flavor made Flavortown, where all of these flavors can come together in perfect harmony and make the true best foods. All of these are their own worlds and own planes of existence, and you can go to each of these if you respect their gods and worship them. And then finally, after all this is done, the one true flavor created us. The ones that would inhabit this world and get to experience the flavors. He then planted us within a galaxy that is a nice mixing pot of all the different 6 flavors. so that we can partake in each one that we might enjoy. With his job done, the one true flavor retreated back to Flavortown and rests. That's where he resides now. So, we have been permitted as a congregant. Hey, Toja. Nice to see you here. We have been permitted as the one true flavor's followers that we are allowed to follow any of these guys we see fit. If you wish to go to the Candy Cove, you can worship the sweet sisters in the sky and pray to them. If you wish to go to the Grand Bar, you can pray to the Grand Drunk and wish that you may one day party with him. If you want to go to the Salt Mine, don't worry, just play some Overwatch, you'll get there. If you want to go to the Sauerkraut Standorf, just pray to the German gods, but not the wrong ones. That could be bad. If you want to go to the Spice House, you merely have to ask, because all are welcome within the Spice House. The Umami Savory Pagoda. If you wish to go there, you just simply pray to her, and she'll bring you up in some oriental way. I don't fucking know. And finally, if you wish to go to Flavortown, all you have to do is follow the one true flavor's teachings and pray to him every night. There is a catch, though. If one goes to Flavortown, they can't come back. However, if somebody dies and goes to any of these other worlds, they can be reincarnated and retry this grand journey we have. But if you decide to go to Flavortown after your death, that's where you will reside for the end of your days. Howdy, Fraser. Nice to see you here. Anyhow, that's about it for the history of flavor. If anybody wants to, since you guys came in late, I can give you a reteach then. But other than that, Orange, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Get over here.
I was given the wrong book.
Don't worry, I'll get that sorted out next time. Alright, so, I'm glad y'all could come here to learn about the history of flavor. If you'd like to have any questions you'd like to have answered, could you get that out of my face, woman? If you have any questions you'd like to get answered, just go ahead and ask. Other than that, nothing. Because we rented the... Go right ahead. This is a rented facility. Don't have Flavortown Chapel. Yes, Gerg, what do you need?
I don't have a question. I'm trying to motion them to get over here to me.
Alright. Well. Let's end this as a prayer to the one... What?
Gotta be by your own command.
No. Anyhow, let's end this with a yes, Connor.
What is the official book of this flavor?
The official book of flavor hasn't really hit print yet, but I'll work my best to get that to you guys when you ask for them.
Ooh. Why do skeletons fit into this?
Can you taste things?
Mm.
Don't worry, you have very good marrow. You make good flavor. Anyhow, let's end this with a nice prayer to flavor. So, as I walk through, go ahead and repeat after me. As I walk through this torturous life we see ourselves in.
As I walk through this torturous life I see myself in.
I hope that the flavor above all can see fit.
I hope the flavor above all can see fit.
To grant me great flavor.
To grant me great flavor.
So that I might enjoy what little joy there is in this world.
So I might enjoy little joy there is in this world.
Alright, amen.
Amen.
That was all fun, wasn't it?
Yay!
Alrighty. Thank you all for showing up here. If anybody would like a refresher because you didn't hear the whole thing, I'll stay around so you can ask again. And if you would like to go mingle, go right ahead and go on and mingle.
Well, that went well. In the corner.
Another room, so if people have questions, because I'm sure Tojo and Fraser have questions.
That was actually really enjoyable.
That was.
What was that, King?
I'll do it. I'll come again.
View on my fanaticism for Flavortown.
That's always a good thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh wait, I
Yes,
actually have a
Connor.
question. What are the sins of flavor?
Sins of flavor. Well, that would be not appreciating flavor for what it is, eating food without trying to season or make the food better, just kind of eating goop. If you're not trying to enjoy your food, that is a sin. Food is a gift bestowed upon us so that we might enjoy ourselves. If you're just eating to eat, you're sinning. You gotta eat to enjoy it. You gotta savor what you're eating. If you're not enjoying what you're eating, why are you putting it in your goddamn shoe hole? Yes, Panda.
What if you don't like food?
If you don't like food, well, that sounds like something a Bland City resident would say.
No, like, what if you don't want to eat?
Okay, this
like,
little
food
one
at
wants
all?
to know about Flavor Town. Anna.
What do you do then?
Well, if you don't like to eat, I'm sure there are certain things you do enjoy, like drinking or chewing gum or something.
I'll
There's gotta be
drink to
something
that.
you enjoy. What flavor?
Teach Anna about
Get out of here.
Flavor
Get
Town.
out of here.
What are you
Big
doing?
side
Teach
Yes,
us
good.
slowly.
I will.
What if you can't eat? What if you can't eat? That
You
could be, I
can't eat.
I know.
It's fine.
You gotta have some way to appreciate flavor, either through what you smell, what you shove into whatever orifice you have.
It's fine, Gurg. It's fine, Gurg. It's fine. We don't worry, Gurg. Don't worry, Gurg. Don't worry, Gurg.
Put the fucking
Don't
gun
worry.
down and get out.
It's fine. No violence in the chapel.
Flashbacks, dude.
Alrighty. Well.
I have no idea what's going on.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
It's beautiful.
I've run out of teachings for today, so unless you guys want me to repeat what I've said so far.
Yes, do that.
What? What are your thoughts on the
As I
latest?
said, King, you can join the Discord. I shouldn't be lagging in the Discord.
Oh shit.
I will be outside acting like an NPC if you need me.
Alright, go ahead, Orange.
Oh, Laypip. I was
Yeah, can I
suggesting
kill
for
Pip?
staying for a bot.
No killing.
Eat a waifu bot.
Alrighty.
That's a good idea.
People take your seats. I'll be going through the session once more, so the people that didn't hear or weren't here can rehear what I've said, so you can learn about the beginnings of flavor. Alrighty. So, we'll go over this again. That's weird, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat, Tojo. Anyhow, in the beginning, there was nothing but darkness, blandness, and spiders. For some reason, spiders have been here for one day, a great flavor in the sky said, "Let there be flavor," and everything came into existence. First, he created the galaxies in a big bang. Then, after there was places for flavor to exist, he created the worlds that they may reside in. After he's created the worlds,
Well, I don't know.
he separated flavor into 6 key factors. First,
Okay.
I didn't even know this was come on.
or 6 deities. Let's go with that. First, there is the sweet deities. There are 2 sisters.
Do you have 3 points, 1 gold?
One of them is more candy sweet, the other fruity sweet.
Showed it.
Both of them work together to create delicious food. Second,
Took one.
there is the sour god. He makes delicious food as well. Then there's the salty god. He is an edgelord and a bit of a jerk, but he makes good food anyways.
Odium.
Then there's the bitter god. He makes all sorts of alcoholic beverages and other things that are bitter. Then there is the spicy lady.
You just said, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
She makes all sorts of spicy things and is spicy herself. And then finally, the umami goddess.
As long as I'm dying.
The Asian beauty she is. Excuse me. The gods and the true flavor then set out to create their own lands to dwell in. First,
I still
the
don't
sweet
know.
goddesses made the Candy Cove, a land of endless sweetness and endless joy. Then, the bitter god made the Grand Bar, where all infinite alcohol is. It'd take countless lifetimes to explore that all. Then, the salty god made the salt mine, so that all the universe may be rich with salt. The sour god made the sauerkraut Standorf, beautiful Germanic village filled with all sorts of sour things. And the spice lady made the spice house, where all sorts of spicy and interesting things happen.
Child, why are you talking about Flavortown still?
Yeah, Orange, what's going on?
Anyhow, and then finally, the umami made the savory pagoda, where all sorts of savory foods are housed. Finally, the one true flavor made Flavor Town, where all the flavors mix and mingle to
May I
make
question
the
you?
perfect foods. Well, save your questions to the end, ma'am. Thank you. Now get out of here.
You were supposed to eat it!
Anyhow, now that all of these all the gods made their worlds that were protected by the ancient spiders to prevent any invaders and any insects to invade them, the one true flavor decided to make us in the universe where all of these flavors are equally distributed, so that we may experience them all and choose which way we wish to proceed. Finally, the one true flavor decided to rest and retreated to Flavor Town, where he resides now. Our job, we have been permitted to follow any of these flavor gods that we feel fit. If we wish to become one with the sweetness, we can follow the sweet twins and move on to Candy Cove. If we wish to experience the Grand Bar and all the infinite alcohol, we can follow him into the drunk foray. If we wish to go to the salt mine, go ahead and just play Overwatch or something. You'll end up there. If you want to go to the sauerkraut standoff, all you must do is pray to his Germanic rage. I guess that ain't the best way to do it, but...
It's Eisenhower!
If you wish to go to the Spice House, you merely have to ask, for she takes all comers. And if you wish to go to the Savory Pagoda, you just have to pray to her. That's about it.
Beautiful. What will we be
My
learning
throat
next time?
hurts from all this talking, I'll be honest.
Beautiful.
Okay, Anna and Yui are kissing like 7 times. Okay, good job.
What?
Just had to make... Just
I'm
had
gonna
to
murder
make an
you!
announcement.
Anyhow,
I am proud.
that will be it for the service.
We support gays.
You're good, man.
I learned so
Does
much
Flavor
about
Town
flavor.
support gays?
Yeah,
Play you can be whatever you want.
Is it? Okay, good,
Oh,
'cause
hey,
I'm not
hell
gay.
That's not the fucking place for flavor to decide what you can and can't love.
Does Flavor Town support murder bots?
Yeah, go right ahead. What do you need, Tojo?
How long
Flavor
did it
Town
take you
supports
to like put that
sacrifices?
together?
About an hour.
Okay.
But that was like an hour of occasionally being like, oh, that's good, and type it down.
I need to murder
The
you.
main thing I was doing is I'm adding more roles to the Flavortown server so that people can actually be the avatars of those gods. So if
Why
you
isn't
work at it, you
Odium
could
the
be
salty
avatar
bitch
of the
already?
sweet god,
So
or you
wait,
could be
which god would be the closest one to death? Since I kill a lot for you.
probably a salt god. Or the Germanic, maybe.
Eisenhower!
Sauerkraut Strandorf. This is the militant.
Germany intensifies!
So, you
But
guys
if you're,
stop.
that's why it's the sweet twins. As I figured, the second you and Wixie discovered it, Tojo, you'd want to be it.
Oh, Wixie and Tojo. Of course, I am the prettiest skeleton of them all, which makes me spicy. I'm kidding. Say that seriously.
Wait, so... Excuse me.
I'm such a spicy skeleton.
Spicy.
Spicy.
God damn, that actually messed up my throat. I should get a drink.
It's fun. It's what priests do.
There's the daily sacrifice. Have fun with that.
When what was it? What are we learning about next?
I'll have to brainstorm. Out of character, I have to admit, I'll have to think about what else I could do.
Well, we'll need to do some teachings, like,
I'm probably
Like-
gonna do, I'm probably gonna go into each of the gods and start developing their lore.
yeah.
Try to flesh them out as characters.
I got it all recorded, by the way. This is all skeleton.
Cool.
This is all on undead vision.
All recorded.
Can you send that video
Post
to me?
it
Bye?
Sure thing.
somewhere. Yeah, you
I'll
have
post
to
it on
post
the
it somewhere
YouTubes.
where you can link it.
I'll put it
flavor
on.
down.
Yeah, I'll put it on the YouTubes. Alright. Actually, I'll end the recording
Like,
now
a year
because
later, Flavor Town becomes just
it'll get too big of a folder.
I gotta get out of
Every
Grand
Sunday.
Chapel.